Hello everybody. As you can see, I am in a dark, dank, hot, sticky, bug-filled forest here in Lower York County, not that far from the river. And I say people over there. And being so hot and sweltery as it is today, I figured I'm gonna do what I did last time, which was crawl under a waterfall. There's also these big white monster boulders, white quartzite boulders up on the side of the valley there. I want to go check those out. I think I located those last year with Lewis. So why don't we get started by heading down to the creek? One of the reasons I decided to come here is because I used to come down here as a teenager, and this specific waterfall that we're going to go explore today, I remember exploring it as a teenager, and I remember there being all kinds of spaces underneath. Now, I can't trust all my memories from back then, so I'm not saying there's going to be, I'm not predicting what's going to be there other than the nice cold water and the sounds and the bubbles and all the healing aspects that go along with being underwater. But this particular waterfall should be pretty good today, because last night we had some heavy rains that went on for quite a while. You can see here, this is Otter Creek. Okay, this is all backed up. See that brown ugly water? That's all river water that's being pushed by the immense current of the Susquehanna River. That's all river water basically penetrating up into the Otter Creek creek bed. But if we go a little farther, we'll get past that point. Hopefully it's not too far. I think we might pass some ruins along the way because we're taking the lower trail here. There they are, the ruins of the York furnace, iron furnace, mid-1850s. I've done a couple episodes, both by myself and also collaborations, exploring this, talking about this. It's a really neat site, but we're going up here to the fresh flowing, healing waters, rejuvenating waters, perhaps even waters bestowing youth upon those who know exactly, where to sit under the waterfall. I can hear the creek looking down towards the river, looking up river towards the waterfall. This rock, I call this Goose Rock, or maybe that's Goose Rock. I had an encounter with a goose there once, hence the name. Check out the old videos if you want to see what that was all about. Coming around the bend here, that's Goose Rock. You can look right up there. So we just have to hike a little bit that way, I think around the corner, and then it's there. I think we're almost there. The stream looks high to me, so I'm thinking we're gonna have a good amount of flow over that fall. Here's a piece of white quartzite. If you look up here, you might not be able to see it with this camera. Right up there is where these humongous white quartzilla monster quartz boulders are. But let's do the waterfall first, because we're here mainly to do that, so let's do that first. Get that in the bag. On the way back, if we're still up for it, we'll check it out. A little bit of water goes a long way. Just cooling you off. Big honking piece of the quartzite here, right in the middle of the creek. Look at that. My guess is that there's a vein of that stuff. Look, I can see it right there. There's a vein of this stuff coming down right here. Yeah, there's some right there. There we go. Sun is out, and that's our fall right there. It looks a lot different than it was last time. We got to get in here, go up there. Looks like there's a lot of blockage. It's going to create a chance for us to get under behind there, see what's there, because it's hot and it's steamy. Let's get wet. Better already. Wetsuit gets hot. Another reason I'm coming up here today is I want to test out this. This is a thicker wetsuit, and I wanted to test it out to see if I could take it up to Rock Run, because this wetsuit I think would be a little bit warmer, a little bit better handling the 55 degree, whatever, 56 degree water. That water is up there is cold. What I wore last time was not enough. I mean, I was frozen. So I want to test out this wetsuit, see if it does any better. And what better place to do that than right here. I don't know what this foam is. I mean, unless it's just detergent, you know, washing detergent that's swept down. But you can see the water coming up over here, right over there. It's deep enough to stand. I do have a mask if I think I need it. It goes deep there. Here's a little side tunnel. Some of the water comes off here and goes down through here, so I want to be careful here because there could be a little bit of a current going in there. It is good though. You can turn around and get a seat here, and then you got a nice right around the corner. Whoa! See all that stuff right there? That's what we got to try to get behind that. And I think maybe over there is the best way. This bowl here, it's got the remnants of a huge pothole. It gets 5 feet deep right here. Right here, it gets over my head, I think, so I got to be careful. But oh my, does this water feel good. Deep. I'm standing up right now, and the current is strong. Bear with the camera work. I'm going to try to get from here over to that stone over there. Below me is too deep, and the current's strong, so I got to get the whole way over there. Where we want to go, but I don't. It's like the only spots down there. Let's go check that out. Oh, we're under here. Got to be careful. There might be undercuts, ledges, all kinds of loose debris. That feels like rock right there. We can definitely get behind the waterfall there. This thing. Oh, look at that! Come on. Let's make sure that didn't make anything else loose, because we still got a big ass log right there. Bear with me. All right, let's see if we can get around this way, the other way. I could get around, but hopefully you can hear me. So we're at the top of the falls now. Tried to get in that side. It looks like there's water going through there. There's got to be space under there. I remember it being undercut. Let's just get back there and get back at it, see if we can find a way in. Right at the base of the waterfall, it just goes deep. I mean, it can be pushing 10 feet deep, right at the bottom there, right there. I tried to put my feet down to get a push off, see what's under there. The whole thing underneath all those logs, all that debris, go down about 10 feet. There's a whole empty space under there. And I think that's what I'm remembering from when I was a teenager coming down here. This stuff wasn't like this. There was a lot less stuff here. So what I think I need to do is, I don't know what I need to do. I did manage to push the camera up through. There is one slot you can get up into, but unless there's something around this rock, maybe. I don't know if I can get back there. I mean, I got back there a little bit. You can go back under this log here. This log does create a place to go back, but to be honest, I'm very hesitant of crawling under a gigantic log. All right, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put my mask on, put my fins on. I have a light that can go, 6-7 feet. And I'm gonna go free dive down underneath the waterfall and see what that big space is there. Get down to the deep spot and see if I can see anything, because I'll have my mask on and I'll have my light. So I'll be able to look around and see what's there and maybe there's another way to get up in there, but I'm not gonna go too far. Like I said, I wanna try to be safe. Always try to be safe when I'm with myself. This current is pretty strong. It just blows you right back out here. So I will do that, and then if that works out or if it looks really cool, I'll try to film that too. So let me go do that first, then we'll come back and we'll see if it's worthy of getting under there with a camera. All right, I'll be back in a few minutes. All right, everybody, there she is. So I was a little disappointed I couldn't really find anything big. There were a few spots there. I did locate a few under the waterfall type of situations when I went in without the camera, but the flow was so heavy and the spaces were pretty small. It was like, I mean, you couldn't talk, you couldn't, it'd be impossible to record. I did try to get a little bit of that, but it's just gonna be noisy. So I was thinking, one thing, other than to come back here with people, obviously, and make it safer, you could come back here when it's, you know, when the water flows half, you could probably swim right under there, because underneath, see where the water hits there and the foam rises, then you hit all the leaves and logs and branches. They're all stuffed down in there, and it's all nasty and like it's like a death trap in there, right? But all that stops at the, basically right below the surface. It all stops, and you can dive down right in front of it. The water goes down about 10 feet, 8 to 10 feet, and then it goes in. It goes under the waterfall, and none of that debris is down beyond the water level of the water, really, from what I saw. So you dive down. I swam under a little bit. You're swimming under this huge debris. It's, you know, first it's brown and light and noisy, and it gets darker brown, a little less noise, and darker, right? And then when you get down to the bottom and then underneath, I had a light. It was basically like almost black. The light was working, but it was like a lot of sediment, and the sound of the waterfall was very muffled. So it's just like dark, silent, muted, inky darkness. I mean, it's scary. Yeah, it's scary being down there under that waterfall, especially when you're alone. And I don't want to do anything stupid. I don't want to do go to too much extremes when I'm by myself, because that's not safe. That would be another day, maybe when the flow is lower. But whatever footage I get, I'll try to piece together what I got, make it exciting. So I thought, well, I feel kind of bad because I didn't really find anything to, you know, I didn't find exactly what I was wanting to find. So then I came back here, and I said, wow, look at this big rock. It fell here. I went up here. There's where this sucker pulled out of the ground, there's a big void there. So I started poking around here. I was thinking maybe there's a back way. Maybe we could sneak into behind the waterfall through a crack over here. Now, water does come down here. When it's flooding, water does come down, but it's still now. I looked all through there. There really is no way I could find to get back here. But as I was like looking around, I noticed I stuck my hand, I felt there was this cold air coming from right here. And I thought, what? This big log, I'm like, what is here? And I just, oh look, looks like there's something there. So first thing we're gonna do is we gotta get rid of this log, and hopefully we'll find something that'll make it worth your time to watch this video. I need to get rid of this log though. So let's see, let's get out of the way here. I think I can do it with one hand. That wasn't nearly as dramatic as I thought as I wanted it to be. All right, here we go. I have to have a caveat with this exploration because the light is on the fritz. I took this light underwater, see that? And now it's acting weird. So I found a little cave here, and I thought, it's just a nasty little hole. Lots of spiders, breakdown, but there's cold air coming out here. And then I thought, well, maybe down here. Let's go check here. Now I'm just gonna peek in here a little bit real fast. Like I said, my light is on the brink. It's going in, it's going out, so it's not safe. I'm wearing my helmet. But again, I like to go out by myself, but it's important for people watching, or for anybody, is to don't do too much when you're by yourself, because you never know when bad luck's gonna hit you. So it pays to be conservative when you're by yourself. And I like to think that most of the time I am pretty conservative, because I don't want to get hurt, much less killed or anything. But there are a lot of unknowns, and you can't predict everything. So coming down on the safe side most of the times will, I think, statistically help you. So we're just gonna peek in, pop up, take a quick look, and then we're gonna come out. And then when we get back here, we'll go in there with some better lights. I just feel like I need to give you something for sticking with me through this video. Oh, my light just went out. You see that? And I'm sweating like a Kentucky hog on a hot Georgia night. And I want to get back and get some food. I'm pretty hungry. Anyway, here we go. Ready? Are you ready? Are we all ready? Everybody ready? Here's the big log. Can we push this farther? Oh, that sucker's stuck in there. All right, let's just kind of poke in. I don't have any gear. I don't have my coveralls or anything else on, so I'm not really equipped for this, which is another reason I'm gonna pop in and pop out. All right, there. You see that? That's where that cold air is coming from, and we're gonna get rid of some of these. Oh, I mean, it's cold, right? Let's go in this mode. Oh, I tell you what though, the cold air is gonna be a nice escape. From the sure there's critters in here. I'm gonna meet face to face with a critter. Just make a quick. All right, so there's the entrance. It's big. It's just so low you would miss it. I'm standing with about a foot. See that? Oh, there's spiders everywhere. Come on. Oh, I guess this thing is look at that spider. I keep expecting something big to come slithering out of the look at that. Come slithering out of the cracks. I was reading an article the other day. They're finding these pythons in Florida now that are huge. Look at that spider right there. Oh, okay. Maybe we can get some good spider shots. Disco spider. Whoa, disco spider. Woo! For all you arachnophobes, you might want to stop watching here. Okay. There. It's a big frickin' spider. As you can see, the entrance is pretty wide. It's about 20 feet long. And there's more over there that I didn't see. All right, so let's say goodbye to this little bonus cave here with the big spiders. We'll have to come back here to check this out when I'm with people. I got better equipment. It might go up one of these passages here. You don't know. This might be the only room, but it's pretty big in here. Big enough to stand, and it's actually dry in the back. All right, let's get out of here before our luck runs out. All right, there we go. Anyway, had a good time. Make sure you hit subscribe, ring my bell, follow me on all the platforms. I am also on TikTok now. It's TopoRanger YT on TikTok. We certainly escaped the heat. So as far as I'm concerned, if that was the main point of our mission, then mission was accomplished. All right, this is TopoRanger. I'll see you next time.